Yay. Easy peasy tonight. All right. My name is Dory Joe Stowell, and I am Prairie Scraps on YouTube and Facebook. And I appreciate you being here. Make sure you say hello. Let me know that you watched. Do all the things. Make sure you subscribe and like. You know, all the fun things. I don't understand why it always just says top chat on here, and there we go. Okay, so welcome. I've got a whole bunch of them actually. I've got all these Dollar Tree. They're all different. Look at how different they are. They say they're DIY ornaments, like some are large, some are small. Actually, these are all very different than, these all have at least a solid surface on it. I could do some words and stuff on it. These were the ones from past years that I made, and so I want to kind of update these a little bit. Actually, what I discovered was I love these little tags. I've had these at my craft fairs for sale for a couple of years, and they haven't sold. I don't know. I made it. I think it looks really cute. I love this acrylic tag, but what I realized was that the acrylic tag has a little piece of film on it, and I didn't know that. So I actually chalked, watch this. I chalked on the tag, the film. And so this can totally be peeled off, which is not my intention. So we are going to fix that tag to say something else. Since that one, I love that little snowman too. And look how that, when that comes off, how that just peeled right off because it is chalk. So we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to probably start with that. But and honestly, it looks a lot better without that film, and it's actually on both sides. So I think look at that. See the difference? Here's the one. It's got the tag on it. I thought they were pretty cool, even when it was not see-through, but I definitely like them see-through. So now we'll have to do something. I might do something white. I know I used shimmer. What do you call it? Shimmer. It was a clear shimmer. I can't remember what it's called. Shimmer frost. Whoops. Trying to reconnect. I'm sorry. Hopefully that you didn't get cut off. Okay. So I'm going to start with these two. I'm just going to leave them together. I kind of like the red. I don't know. Should we do something different? I don't know. I love the greens. I thought these looked really cute. I don't know why they haven't sold. Maybe I need to lower the price. That could be too. Sometimes I change prices when I'm doing craft shows. Just if something hasn't sold for a couple years, I'll lower the price. I have a girlfriend who used to do a lot of like thrift sales and things, big ones, and she was like, if something doesn't sell, raise the price and then it'll sell. And it was true every time. I remember this one vacuum cleaner, she had it for sale, like, I don't know, $25. She raised the price to $95 or something like that, $75, and it sold. It was just so funny. So anyway, maybe that is true. Oh, that looks so much better. I don't think, I'm trying to think what else I use those tags on, because I feel really bad that I sent those out without, not in the, I always try to make things look really nice, that they're going to last long, and, yada, 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 all the things. So I feel bad that it didn't go out that way. So these are the sayings that go with the vintage Santa Claus, and I was selling them as a kit, and I had kind of broken them up. I'm wondering if this Holly Jolly works. There's a cute little Holly Jolly on there. I might do that. I don't know. It's kind of big. I'm gonna check and see. These are my minis. Although a lot of my Christmas minis are getting used and abused, I've been making lots of things. So who knows what we find here. Let's see. That one is definitely not. That one is oh, it goes in the next one back. Happy Camper. Not Christmas, that's for sure. Oh, I've got a whole bunch of them in here. They must have gotten mixed in. All right, we'll get those out of the Christmas department into the camping. It was kind of messy. Did I might have some up here too. I like that little tree. That star, I think, is too big. The deer. The deer. Will it fit? I think he will. I'm excited. Thank you, Sue. Hello, Summer. Good to see you. All right, we're going to get you down here a little bit more so you can see. Do you see when I did all that burning last week on those ornaments, I burned and like totally warped my mat. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm thinking white. I'm just thinking plain white on these so that people in our area, we're kind of in the woods. So I think they like the deer. I didn't sell any of my torched ornaments. I don't know. I have them $3 a piece or for $5. I did sell some of my snowman ones. I don't know if you saw my reel last year. I might try to do this twice. See how that looks. I think it's going to look cute. I'm going to do it in white. I know. I like the clear tags. Speaking of clear, by the way, the new Black Friday deals this Monday that came out yesterday, surface in arch form, and they're in a kit. So do not miss acrylic tags. You will love those. And one of them is the nativity scene with the stained glass. One is with the two cardinals kit. And then what was the third one? Oh, it was a dove. So I think they're great. It took me a very, very hot minute to figure out that. I think my little deer is kind of crooked here. Oh dear. It took me a hot minute to figure out that they were clear acrylic, to be honest. I was like, boy, those are kind of lousy pictures they took. Not realizing that, hello, they are actually a clear surface. So the background, I thought the background matched exactly to the background on the surface to the walls behind them. And I was like, why would they do that? Why would they match them up? And then I realized, oh, it's because you can see through them. Duh. So that's kind of funny. Now, if you were worried about these getting scratched off or whatever, oh my goodness, so cute. So cute. I like him a lot better. Oh my goodness, I love that. Don't you? Oh, you might be right, Summer. So get them. You could do anything on your surface that you want. And because it's acrylic, you're going to be able to wash it off and change it out even. So I think I actually bought quite a few. So if you really wanting the dove, let me know and I can possibly hook you up with it. I don't know though. I might be stingy. I know I want one for myself for sure. One of the clear. I wonder if some of these, they're kind of like they're doing one every Monday, a new launch for one new surface, and it comes in a kit. And I love that. But I'm wondering if they're kind of like testing the market to see if that's what is going to work. If they want to make them in the future. I know. I love that little tag. It's amazing what a little tag, a bow, and a greenery will do for a project. You can totally, oh my gosh, I love that, you guys. Isn't that cute? I think he's kind of cute. I hope these sell now. I don't know. if you're interested, let me know. I I don't know. I didn't get these out there because I knew that we discovered at my last craft show that these had that film on there. So if you're working with acrylic, I would definitely check. I don't know for certain, but I would think that the Chalk Couture ones also have a film on it. They do tend to make sure that the surfaces are protected when they come. So be sure you get the film off. That was my bad. I just did not know. I had never used it before. I had never used acrylic before, and that was my bad. Thank you, Summer. So that's going on. Also, they put a discount on the nativity scene, which is a 13-piece set. It's very large. You guys maybe saw me do it here. I can even show you how large they are, because I have it here. I haven't even done mine yet. Look at these. Look at that cow. Look how big that is. Isn't that gorgeous? This went down to $75, and I think it's $45. Let me know. Just put nativity down below if you want a direct link, or put Black Friday. You can just put BF and I will get to you. But look at this. There's even a star, and there's two 18 by 18 transfers that go with this to make these. So these are gorgeous. I love them. They're not like puny little nothings. Oh my goodness. I have a spill, you guys. So I don't know if you watch me do this. I have a spill on this already. I started doing it and I was trying to copy somebody else's kind of boho look, and I don't like it. I'm not going to lie. Boho is probably not my thing. I'm more farmhouse. So I think I'm going to backtrack and redo it a little bit. Oh, I'll show you. I just don't like it. It looks like a kindergartner painted it. So I'm going to have to go in and fix it. I think I'm going to go ahead and here's my donkey. I have my lamb inside. I did put something on top, but it's too boho for me. So I'm going to have to, I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, that's my deal. I'm going to do this after my next, I have a craft fair coming up again, not this weekend, but the weekend after, the first weekend of December. And so anyway, this comes with the paste, a jar of paste. It comes with squeegees. It comes with 2 great big transfers. I think they're D-size transfers. It comes with all 13 of those pieces, even the stable, for $75, which I think is an amazing price. It is big. It is big and well worth it. It's not like you're like a teeny tiny set or anything. It definitely is something that you will be an heirloom that you can share with others. So I think we're going to start working on some of these. I was actually thinking about using, I mixed up a bunch of that paste to use for that. I put baking powder into it. And so I've had that sitting here, and I was thinking about using some of that on this, if I can find it. I know I had to put it way at the bottom because if it spills, it like leaks everywhere and sort of makes a concrete. So I thought I'd try one of these. I don't know. Like I said, the boho is not really it's not my style. But that being said, it's okay. We can definitely try it again. If you succeed at first try again. I definitely, for my own person, I'm going to be really honest. I did happen to purchase a couple of them for Christmas gifts because at 75, well, 45 for myself, it's like such a good deal. All right, let's see if this is still, this is my, oh, and I forgot my spray bottle again. Forgot it, shoot. This is my, put baking powder into my camel paste. And I may need to just get out my water bottle. Whenever you add water to your paste, you want to use, purified water or distilled water for it. So I'm going to use the lid here and get my brush really wet and see what we can do. I don't know. I don't know if this will work or not. I was told I was maybe too thick on it. That I was trying to work with too thick of paste. I should have watered it down more, is what people were telling me. So it's like, I don't know what I did. That's the great thing about being a designer, is you get lots of places where you can ask people like lots of ideas. And I had gotten the idea to do the boho with the baking soda wash in the first place from another designer. And then when I did it, it was sort of a disaster, but it's good because I get encouragement, from somebody that, and they're like, I think you maybe used it too, it was too thick. So I'm going to water it down a little bit here. A lot of it, actually. I just poured quite a bit of water in here. I'm just going to use my tool to get it washed in. We'll see. We'll see what we come up with. I don't know. You never know. Hi, Kimberly. We're just doing some crafting tonight, trying to get some projects done, maybe. I'm not feeling as panicked as I was last week. That'll be next week. So pre-warning, if you want to see me come undone, that will be next week, not this week, probably. So this week I'll be asking all the Thanksgiving questions. And so for Thanksgiving, of course, that to help celebrate, I always like to know, what is everybody doing? Which foods do you prefer? I probably should have taken this little rope off. That would have been the smart thing to do. Yeah, I know. It just seems never ending, doesn't it, Kimberly? It's like, and I feel like I was a little lax this year. I had a huge booth and I got there and it was even, harder to fill up. But then I think it wasn't I really appreciate all the sales I have. Don't get me wrong, but it was half what I made last year, or what I had in sales. And that was not helpful because I actually paid for a double booth and I don't normally have a double booth. So I don't know. I'm not going to be able to justify a double booth next year. That's for sure. Because I can't barely make money. I need to make money. I love doing it, but it is a lot of work to do a craft fair. A lot of work. All the setup. Yeah, I have one. Is it the second or third? And the worst thing I think is going to be that I'm going to set up the night before. I'll be there for the first hour, and then I've got to book out of there, go home, grab my double base, and go to the other craft. We have 2 craft shows in town at the same time. I'm taking this out, just unstringing it. I'll probably reuse it. We'll see. And so I'm going to have to leave my 13-year-old and 17-year-old in charge of the booth. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't like camel necessarily, so we're going to see how this looks. I don't know. I just remember when I watched the demo of this designer who did this, she's like, stick with it. It'll come out okay. And I'm like, okay. And then it didn't, when I did it, it didn't turn out okay. So it's okay. We're going to try. We'll see. It's kind of interesting to me for craft fairs, sometimes a little bit it's location. 2, like this one is in a small community. So I mean, there was a lot of vendors that said, oh, we had great sales and yada, 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 but they were from town. I'm only 20 minutes away, but it can make a difference out here. So I don't know. Oh my gosh, an hour before, it literally, I came back the next morning. They were all like, I hear you were going until the lights were turned off, and they were turned off on us. I was mostly set up. We had one thing of ornaments we had to set up in the morning. It took us a full 2 hours to set up, though. And there were 4 of us. So, although some of it is like me telling everybody what to do, and sometimes you do wonder, would it be better if I just did it myself? Maybe. I kind of prefer not to like carry it all in, but my husband he was tired. He was tired. It was after work for him, and he was not having it. So it was sort of like I had to like help carry in. Usually when it's me and the girls, then the girls are pretty okay with carrying everything in while I start the setup, and then I'll get kind of the structure up and the idea set up, how we're going to do it, because it's different every time. I try to just set up a real different setup every time. I don't know. What do you think? How is this looking? Any thoughts? It's not done, obviously, but I don't know. It's a little smoother this time with more water. I think maybe that was it. I just did not have enough water. I don't know. I'm going to keep at it. I could see where this actually is drying up even as I'm painting. It's getting dry. My chair sold, so if you watched the chair, I was really excited about that. The girls were really excited about that. That was a heavy chair, and we had to go up steps, and it was quite a haul to get everything in, so it's kind of a lot. A lady, I don't know if she thought I was like running it. She came up and because I was on one corner, and she was convinced that my corner was her corner. So she was arguing with me about, I don't think you necessarily have to do the back sides of things always, but sometimes I think it's nice. So I am doing the back of this. I'm looking, did I do it? Oh yeah, I did both sides on this one too. Just to make it look uniform. Sometimes like ornaments get turned around, so I think it's nice at least to have a nice even back. What do you think? I was hoping to use up some of this because I have so much of it. What do you think? I think it's gonna sort of dry differently. And make sure it's not, put a little more water in there, get it mixed up a little bit more. Yeah, that's a hard setup time, an hour. You really, I mean, it's hard to get there. I'm always feeling like and thankfully these are both close to me, like 20 minutes away. We did, because I had such a big booth, I needed a lot of tables and stuff because there was no tables provided, and that was difficult. So I needed 2 trucks to go over there and 2 trucks to come back. So anyway, we did it. It was good to see everybody. I appreciate it. Speaking of which, I have an order. I got to get some order. A lady ordered. I have a couple of people that were asking about doing. One of them, she wanted some mugs done. She didn't like, I had 2 mugs, gift mugs there, and she didn't like those. I'm just getting the edges. This is good to do with your paste all the time. Like, just kind of get them moving, get any of the dry parts back into it, because they'll absorb into it and reactivate the chalk if it gets dried up around the edges. And it's just good for your paste to work it a little bit. So I don't know, what do you think? It seems so light. Seems so light to me. I don't get, I would have a heart attack maybe. This is why I've sort of stayed away from doing events away from home because I don't want to. I like being able, like, if I forget something, I can run home. I don't have to worry about it. But, setup was like 6 to 8 o'clock, and it was half an hour away. And then I had to get some things I realized I hadn't gotten my oven mitts out at all. And I needed some brownie and mixes and spatulas to put into them for a gift idea. And so I had to run to the store. When I got back into town, then of course there was all the miscellaneous things. it just forces you have to be organized and ready to go, don't you? And then of course I had different things. Like I thought, well, I want to do a demo, but I'm not sure I have enough room for it. And then we did have enough room for the demo, so we went ahead and did that. So then I had to gather all the stuff for the demo stuff. And that's where my water bottle is. So watch me try to function without, you see how that's kind of drying? It has a little depth to it. It does take longer, I think, to dry with the baking powder or baking soda. That's what I use, baking soda. Like a teaspoon of baking soda I used in the whole thing. But I guess with an hour before, you don't really have time to think about all the things you should have done. That's maybe not a bad thing. Feels kind of lazy. We have my son home from college, so it's hard to homeschool while he's there because I feel like we should be entertaining him, but he was kind of just resting. He's so tired. He's been so sick this semester, so anyway, he didn't really do anything today, and I asked him, do you want to decorate? He did go out and split some wood for my husband, for us. It's all of our wood. He doesn't do it, we have to do it for sure. What do you think? I'm thinking maybe a wax would look nice on it. I don't know. I haven't done a wax in forever. I don't even know what brush I use for this wax or if I've used a brush. Oh my goodness. Is that it? I think I've got one up here. It's in a bag, so I'm thinking I used wax with it. Hi, Brenda. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to use this clear wax. We do have a surface wax, but it's okay. I'm going to just try something else. I'm going to see if a wax will kind of work into this. I don't know. I'm going to do it on the side and see what happens. I think it's just going to make it deeper looking. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this technique. I may have to go back and watch the video again because I don't know. I feel like I've lost touch with what it's supposed to look like or what's the purpose of this. I don't know. This has got some rough edges too. I don't know if that's the paste. I don't know if you can see that. It's just got like a kind of a rough edge there. I'm going to have to sand a little bit. I just used the wrong one. Shoot. I did not want that one to have the paste. What did I do, you guys? I used my regular. Oh my gosh. That doesn't work anyway, I guess. I was like, that's working pretty slick. It's because it's my paintbrush, not my. I guess my wax is about done. My wax brush. I don't know. I bought these brushes from Walmart. They're very similar to the ones you see in the really expensive ones you can get from the furniture company, you know, the furniture paint companies. And I thought, oh, that'll work fine. Usually Walmart can make a good secondhand. I'm thinking no. It's like a one-time use, really. That was really dumb. I can't believe I put that in. Wax is hard to get out of brushes, so I was not wanting to put it into my paintbrush. And that's why I had this in a plastic container, because I wanted it to be, oops. And I just peeled off some of that I painted on there. See that? Once I think that needs to be more. I don't know. And now I've got wax, so now it's slippery. It's a good thing it's a Dollar Tree surface. It's okay if I wreck it through my own doing. I guess we're getting a mix of wax and paste and baking soda. I don't know if that thick. I think maybe the second coat is looking good. Maybe I shouldn't have worried about the wax, because this is definitely going to cover it. Wax seals wood, right? Like it. So if you know, we would have needed to probably seal it with wax anyway at some point, but I made this maybe premature in acting on that. You could see like where the glues were here for this, the build of this. I don't know. This might end up being layers of things just to get it to look decent. I don't know. Don't know. If you want to know about the Black Friday deals right away, just put BF down below and I will. Our Black Fridays are going to be on Monday, so we still have another Monday for it. Well, that's an interesting look. It actually like looks a little crackly to me. That was a dumb move, I guess, with the wax. I just thought, well, paint it on. I always get myself in trouble with wax. Not that you shouldn't use it. Oh, that's not good. I was afraid that was going to happen. Surface. All right, let's get this dry. See if we can. Now, I think that wax might have a little bit of, I don't know what's going to happen. This has definitely got some texture now. Might paint some white over this, like dry brush white. And just on this part, maybe. My vision is growing. Sometimes it's a work in progress when we're here. I appreciate you being here and hanging out. Make sure you say hello. Let me know if you want the materials for this project. I do really like, I don't know if this Holly Jolly will fit. I kind of like that. So pretty. Such pretty lettering on that one. That's the vintage Santa, and I think it's sold out completely, but I love it. I love the lettering. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to take our white chalk paste, and I've actually got kind of a jar that's down to the bottom of the barrel, really down to the bottom of the barrel here. And I'm just going to add some water because I don't have a sprayer. And try to get some, I was going to try to dry brush, but now I've added too much water to the brush and the water. I'm just kind of getting some up here and see if I can. Ooh, that's way too wet. That's not what I had in mind at all. I'm going to leave that. That is not going to work. Sometimes it's just a process. You never know how it's going to work out. All right, we're going to try a new brush. This one kind of has some paint on it. And I'm going to tap it off here in the lid because I want it to be more of a dry brush here. And it's kind of wet on that side. I don't know if you can see it. That one side looks wet and the one looks dry brushed. And I like the dry brush. Try to get it more dry on that side. Oh, my brush is definitely picking up. Kind of looks like snow, actually. Oh, that was heavier than I wanted. And it's mixing in. I don't know if you can see that. It's not exactly like what I would want, but it's better. It's better than the boho. I don't know. I guess I'm just not boho. That's what they keep saying, that it gives it texture though. So we'll just stick with it, I guess. Getting a little of that camel in there. What do you think? I kind of like it. I maybe need to get this inside here. Get a little more. Well, it doesn't look so. I'm definitely kind of going harder on the edges so that I can. There we go. Kind of like it. I don't know. Kind of like it. It's coming along. Maybe, and I do remember her saying, stick with it, just keep adding layers and layers. And I'm like, oh my gosh, where do you know where to stop? That's the issue. I think it's pretty good. What do you guys think? All right, now that we've got like 50 brushes going and a tool, it's all right. It's all right. It's all washable. All right, I think now I want that dry so that I can wax it again. Maybe I should just continue on with the clear wax. I just don't want it to come off when I go to do a transfer on this, because I think I'm going to do a transfer. a little thick right here. Not necessarily what I was going for, but it's okay. That was the white. Okay, this was the one I used. I'm going to layer another layer. Try to get a little bit. I just don't like it being so solid white. I don't know. I may have regrets. I may just have to go back and do the white again. It is what it is, right? There it is. So it is dark there. Once it dries, it's not as bad as I think it's going to be. Let's just say that. A chunk of that on me. Okay. Let's see if I can. There, that's so much better. I think we fixed it. Just trying to get the edge here. I like to go heavy, like as if it was like worn down on the edges. Hopefully I remember. I've got a little bit of, I'm just going to take it out. I've got a little bit of camel going on in my lid here, and I don't want it in my white. So I'm just going to wash it out so it's white. I don't like to mix my, all right, that's so much better. Don't you agree? It actually looks kind of neat. All right, what shall we do? I kind of have had an image of, what was that? This isn't it. I have to have a whole binder just for Christmas. I thought about using the tiered tray. It's got a, oh, the Christmas. This Farm Fresh Christmas trees. I wonder if I can get it to go. Might just do a little bit of our surface wax. I feel safer with it, to be. That other stuff, the Waverly, I've used it over and over. Sometimes it doesn't do what I want it to do, just because I'm not as familiar. Just dump something back there. I can see it. All right, I'm going to just use a little bit of this on here because I want to make sure it doesn't just like glop off or something when I put my transfer on there. It's hard to tell if you get it on there with that surface. It's growing on me. I like it. It's looking a little more farmhousey to me now that it's. This might work. This is shimmer. Okay, so we're gonna put this on here. This one is possibly been used a lot. I might have to. Oh, that's beautiful. This is Shimmer Shadow, I think. Shadow Shimmer. Shimmer Shadow. It's beautiful. It'll have a little bit of sparkle in it. Please cooperate. If one could ever pray over crafting, that was it. Please turn out what I have envisioned in my head. I think it'd be fun to do a little farmhouse-ish sled. Be really cute with a black and gingham. Oh, nope, that did not work. And I think it's the transfer, to be honest. Where did I put that? I think the transfer has been overused, to be honest. I love that one. Can you tell? I'll show you. Not perfect. Not like I was envisioning. I'm going to try taking it off. I'm going to try. Well, we might have just used black on it. Not exactly what I planned, but definitely goes into the grooves. Well, it's all chalk paste, so it's all just kind of coming down, coming off. All right, well, we're back to ground zero. This one is just going to take 50 coats. It happens, right? It's all an opportunity to just go a little nuts. I'm going to go back to our original and just go over it again. Goodness sakes, you guys. All for a Dollar Tree sled. I have like 4 more of these I need to fix. 4 more. You can kind of see that black coming through too. This might not, work out like I thought because of the texture. I think it's going to be difficult to chalk on. So here we go. 1 more coat. I want it light. I liked the light. Okay, well, plan B. What are we going to do? Plan B. It's got me thinking. I think anything too detailed would be too much. See a spot I missed. Boy, if you make it all the way to the end of this, kudos to you. I'm just going to fill in some of these places where I wiped away hard on it. Try to get it covered. Better coverage. Goes to show you're not stuck with anything in particular. You always start again. Might do this tree. And maybe I need to find my regular black instead of using the shimmer. All right. We're a mess today, aren't we? Now I'm going to do the white. I think the white looks a little bit like snow. So I'm digging that. Oops. I forgot I got to put it in here. Heavy around the outside instead of down the middle. It looks better this time anyway, right? I didn't have too much moisture on it when I started. So that works. Like it. Definitely like it. Definitely better this time around. Here. Better. Yay, that worked. All right. I'm much faster this time. Much faster. Now, get that dry. Now we might, again, do another coat of... I like it. I think it's looking good. Another wax. Where I put my cloth. Ugh. I'll spill that. How isn't it? There it is. It's like up in the top. Okay, surface wax to seal it up so it doesn't come off when I do my transfer. It also will maybe, you know, it is kind of a rough surface. I don't know. Definitely takes some practice to get that right, to get that technique right. And instead of using the shimmer this time, I'm actually thinking about using green. What do you guys think? Anybody on here? Love to know what you think. Should I use I think I'm going to use a dark green instead of black. Use pesto. Thanks, Kimberly. Going to squeegee it on there. This transfer we can use over and over and over. That last one, I have used it over so many times. I've done a lot of ornaments with it. It's just the perfect size for ornaments. And I really like it. Okay, so this is kind of like, this is our new mini transfer. I love, oh, nope, it's not sticking. It's coming off. I'm going to try it again. I don't know. It's not staying. What do you think? It's just, it just came off where I touched it. I might stick this on again. I don't know why. I don't think it's the paste. This is like a brand new paste. I think it's just this coating I put on it. It's so rough. I'm not doing this anymore. I don't know. I have a whole bunch. I hate to not use it up. Okay, I'm going to show you that. It looks okay, but it's not perfect. It's not my idea of a good example of. I'm going to try to lay it back down. And do another coat. Ooh, that one's off a little bit. Do another coat, especially up at this top. There we go. I don't know what is going on. I'm just going to do the whole thing because I want it to blend in. I think it would blend even if I didn't get the whole thing, but this area right here is not working. There it is. It's better. I think it's better. It actually kind of looks a little textury. What do you think? There's no star on that, so I didn't miss a star. Okay, we'll wash those. Those are totally reusable. Put this away. Well, that was rough. Now I think I have to find like a green or something. I don't know. We'll put some greens on it. Ooh, I've got these greens. I think these are Dollar Tree. They're so pretty. Right? Cut it right there and then put them on either side. Will that draw attention away from my hideous little tree here? I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it okay? Kind of looks, it is like leafing up. I think it must be that baking powder that's just got a texture. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. Oh, I can't get that. I need pliers, I guess. Goodness sakes. That was rough. I'll put these away. Get my glue gun out. Hopefully it works. I don't know. Maybe we've got some juice, maybe not. I think I can make just a cute little bow here. I should get this out of here because I know it's sort of in the way. Very busy, isn't it? All right, get out of here. Maybe my hot glue gun would get this. All right, that should be better. Well, your projects don't always turn out exactly how you think they should or can. And it just, sometimes you just have to kind of wing it to make it happen. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think? Let's see if we can find. I've got bells. Actually, kind of thinking about red ones. I think those would be cute. I also thought you could do like a little brush tree on here. That would work too. Ooh. Too bright. Too much. Too much. Just looking for things to put on here. Finish it off. Make it, keep it in style with kind of a rustic look. I don't know. Maybe just using some twine will work. I kind of think it works. Kind of a random thing that I can just make bows on the end of ribbon and stuff. There we go. Is this going yet? Get my little glue catcher because it gets stinking hot. All right. And I think we also talked about putting this back through. I don't know if we'll get it. A little bit of tape on the end to string it through. What time is it? Oh my goodness, it's gonna be bedtime. I was thinking I could get all 4 of these done, but I guess I got 2. We'll get 3 done total. I don't know. Well, I got 1 done 3 times, right? I may not be able to get this one back in. I don't know. Here, I got it. Through here. We sold out of those. Remember those? I was telling you about the snowman soup that Beth was making. We sold out of those completely. So that was a good item. Those were $1 a piece, and I was even debating whether I had any. I was even making a profit on them, to be honest, but I let her make them, so she gets. We took out a little bit for materials. I don't think we're gonna really tell Dad how much it cost. So no, it didn't go over. It's just not under. It's not a huge profit item, but I did want to have something that people could buy that was inexpensive. Get people. I guess they call them loss leaders, right? In the business, and like draw people in to buy. Last year she sold out. We didn't have it at the one craft fair, the first one. Had them at the second. She only wanted to. I don't know. She was like, I'm not making any more. I'm done making them. So she would only make 25, I think, and we sold out within the first hour of those. So now she knows, and she made it this time. We figured out 36. This is not working in any way, shape, or form. She sold out completely, 36, and actually has an order for 5 more. So she actually would have sold 41. She probably would have sold even more if she had them there. It just was a really, really, really big seller. They were just snowman, a packet of hot cocoa, and then there's a little poem we stapled, put them in a little Ziploc bag, gift bag, with some marshmallows and a candy cane, and they sold $1 a packet. I even, because prices are up, so I had really thought about, I cannot get this in here. I thought about even raising the price. This one is thinner, so maybe it'll go in. Raising the price a little bit this year because just so materials are more expensive, but I didn't know how to do it because I didn't want to go to like $2 a piece. I wanted like, I thought about doing $1.25 a piece. Then we're dealing with quarters. And I gotta say, like, most people are purchasing with cash this year. So I'm gonna put these on here, but I gotta take some time to get them into, I gotta find some small string. I don't know where I have some small string. Maybe there's, now that I'm looking, my leg is no longer working. I don't know what this is. It looks a lot thinner. Whoops. Sitting on the transfers and wrinkling them up. So those sold really well. So that was like $36. I sold a couple of t-shirts, just kind of going through the things. I sold a couple of t-shirts, and then I also sold one of the windows and a chair. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then I also sold 2 DIY kits and 2 build-a-bundles. Ooh, I got that one through. Yay. Can I do it a second time? It's only taking me a half hour here. No. I wish this was all I was doing, right? I just want to put 2 little, so it looks like 2 little berries, kind of, but they're jingle bells hanging on these. I always just tie a knot on my little bell strings and just let them kind of go go on there. Don't ask me what that was. All right. So I want this to be sort of tied around these. So I'm going to tie it around. Oops. To make sure they're showing the green or the snow as much. Just tie a little knot. I've learned that just the little knot just gives a little extra texture and a little extra, I don't know, just a little extra. So we're just gonna put that around there and then put this on. So it's, I want those. Yeah. I kind of want it off to the side a little bit just so that it gives space for the, all right. Hot glue. Don't hurt yourself. I might just put the rest on there. Where's the other bell? I don't want it to get glued or stuck behind. I've definitely done that. I'm actually going to pull this over, I think. So it's over here a little bit. It's kind of stuck going the wrong way. All right. So anyway, I had thought that, this sale, I didn't think it would be half what I did last year. So I'm hoping and praying that the next one will be a little better. And two, those four bundles, that actually gets product in people's hands. So that too, I gotta keep reminding myself, even though it wasn't as good of a sale as I would have liked, it is getting product out there and getting the word out there. And we did get a flannel order afterwards. So, and like I said, I got to get those cups made. So I'm going to have to take some pictures. I told her I would take some pictures and get them to her. So I got to do that. No school tomorrow. That's good. One of my girls is going to go babysit for some. I hope that stays. What do you think? I think it's kind of cute, don't you? Excuse me. I think it's kind of cute. A lot of work, wasn't it? It wasn't too bad, but that doesn't look like it's in the center, does it? The other thing you could do is put the jingle bells on the ends of the little bows, but I think in this case it just gives it a little extra. I think it's kind of cute. Put another little tag. It's got, I don't know. I kind of like the simplicity of it. What do you guys think? I'd love to hear what you think. Thank you so much for hanging out so long for one little Dollar Tree sled. But I think we have a success. I personally I think he's kind of cute. So we'll see. But all right. Well, have a great and blessed evening and keep on crafting.